Hey everyone, welcome back to the range. My name is Matt, also known as the Ammo Nerd. We have an ammunition review today and the new hotness for 2023-2024. This is our 8.6 Black, or 8.6 Creedmoor, I think is what it was known as one point. Effectively, this is a big brother to 300 Blackout. This is from Halworx. This is a 300 grain copper solid. Ooh, long and thick boy. Let's show this guy on the table and talk about what we're going to do today. For our 8.6 Black testing, we have 3 barrel lengths afforded to us, a 8, 12, and 16. These particular loads from Halworx are actually fine-tuned for each one of those barrel lengths, so I picked up a box or 2 of each one of those barrel lengths. We're going to run those across our chronograph. We have a Porq Pal Digital DLX. We want to make sure that they stay subsonic. We want to make sure that they stabilize, and then we'll step out to around 100 yards to check for some practical accuracy. Up first, we'll start with our shortest barrel length. That is our 8-inch Faxon build. Now, because of the nature of 8.6 Black barrels, these are 1 in 3. I want to ensure that these bullets are nice and stable before I throw our suppressor on there, because destabilized bullets is not a good thing for a suppressor. Now, these don't have jackets, so we're likely not going to spin any jacket off of them, but we want to ensure that they're subsonic and stable before we throw the can on there. So these may not cycle this gun. We are subsonic. My holes are nice and clean. I think we can throw the suppressor on there. We are riding the higher velocity spectrum of this round, though, to be subsonic. Would like to see these in the 900 feet per second range, and they would be a little quieter. All right, we've got our cube pork chop out front. Let's see what these sound like. Not too shabby, nice clean holes, functioning lockback, nice. Now to our 12-inch, this is another Faxon build. I know there's a couple manufacturers who are making slower twist rates in our 8.6 Black. I think Moss Tech is one of them. This is built primarily on a PSA parts build. I see good clean holes. Also, I don't need the magnification set to the moon. All right, we've got the pork chop up there. Let's see what these sound like suppressed. See what a ring and steel sounds like. Nice. Still subsonic. Like I said, I think I would dial these back maybe 1/10 of a grain, maybe even 2/10 of a grain, just so we get a little quieter, get to that 975, 1,000 foot per second range instead of a little faster. And finally, our 16-inch, again, Faxon barrel built from PSA parts. Have the Cherry Bomb XL up there. This particular gun does not have an adjustable gas block. I put one on the 8-inch and the 12-inch. Nice clean holes down there. We've thrown the pork chop on, and Deacon wants to fire the last 5 rounds. Ready when you are, sir. Nice. Now we are riding that supersonic line there, right around 11:15 to 11:30 is that threshold. Here is our Halworx 300 grain copper solid. 100 yards. We did the 8-inch and the 12-inch. Those are Faxon barrels, Cherry Bomb XL, and the Porq Chop, the full one. Our first group, 3.027 inches. Now I only have a 6X second focal plane scope on there, so I really can't dial that in too precisely. Our second group was a little worse for wear at 3.719. For whatever reason, that guy right there walked up a little bit. Then our 8-inch, 2.624 inches. That's respectable. Then our best group was 2.527 from the 8-inch, and officially we're out of ammunition. We're shooting that from a bench on a lead sled. It's around 70 to 75 degrees outside today. Now, typically, in the quite a few years that I've been doing our practical accuracy tests, our AR platforms, at least in my skill set, haven't lent themselves to superb accuracy. I get better accuracy out of a bolt gun. Sometimes I think it's because of the single stack magazine nature of most of my bolt guns versus the double stack, double feed from an AR, and it's putting, you know, maybe some sideward pressure on that round as it's loading in there, or maybe something with the feed ramps. But again, your mileage may vary. I'm sure there's someone who can shoot a lot better than this. You know, if there's another manufacturer who claims that their barrel's more accurate than the Faxon, I'm more than welcome them contacting me and making me a deal on setting me up with one of their barrels. Well, folks, it's time to close the book on this test. We had good results with our 8.6 Black through all of our barrel lengths. Now, we did go super in our 16-inch. I would recommend that they dial this load back, you know, 1/10 to 2/10 of a grain across the board, and we'll still have that subsonic velocity in those shorter barrel lengths. And then once we get to that 16, we should still remain subsonic. Function-wise, shouldn't be an issue because you're going to run a can on these anyways. And most of us are running adjustable gas on our semi-autos, so function shouldn't be an issue. As far as our accuracy goes, I'm not sure Halworx will mention what powder they're using, but a lot of the mentions on the forums say that our accurate 1680 isn't lending itself in this platform to producing accurate results depending on the bullet. You know, I have a lot more ammunition types to eventually test in this, and these are just the first couple of them. It could be that Faxon barrel. I see that Faxon now sells a match grade barrel for our AR-10 platforms. So if you know a manufacturer who's producing 8.6 Black barrels that you're getting better results accuracy-wise than a Faxon, always drop a comment below and we'll see about trying to pick one up and see if we can match those results. With all that being said, it's time for me to get the heck out of here. But at the end of all my videos, I take a moment to thank all those who help make these possible, because there's a lot that goes into them. Number one is my family. They're out here all the time helping me get things done, and they do enjoy some shooting as well. Number two is my Patreon, Subscribe Star, and YouTube channel members. I have a little campsite link in the description below. It's a landing page for a bunch of various URLs. They have discount codes or affiliate tracking links, and what I do with that is the sales commission that I earn from those is I put right back into the channel, buying different various guns or gun parts to complete some of this testing. You know, it wasn't cheap to procure all three of those barrel lengths and do a build for those, but I feel that it's worth it when we're doing these ammunition reviews that we have the full spectrum of barrel lengths. Number three is Halworx. Again, in full transparency, I bought that ammunition from them with a discount code so that I could provide you guys with ammunition to review. Of course, number four is you all for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you at the range.